Yeah,
from,
I'm not right
yeah.
about everything, and there's a lot of different sides. Like,
Yeah.
just like when white people go into black neighborhoods and then they spike everything up, and then black, there's like.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is?
What are you talking about?
Like gentrification.
Wait, when white culture beautifies crappy culture's aesthetics? Is that what you're talking about?
No.
When people buy up property and then make it nice?
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
that's horrific.
What is wrong with that?
But that's forcing the people out of their communities.
Yeah, well, if
'cause
they can't keep it beautiful, and someone has the right and the ability to buy it and make it nice, why shouldn't they make it nice?
So stance.
like
it's
gentrification.
It's like,
Yeah,
keep it
it's
crappy. That's their
gentrification.
culture.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. That's kind of like the Ebonics thing, where it's like they're not learning to speak properly. Let's just call it their culture.
Right, but the thing is that most of the money in America is from white men.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, but it also drives
Drives the economy.
drives other less fortunate people out of their homes.
Well, no, again, she's half black, okay? Talk to her half black side right now. She's gonna say, yeah, have you transformed? Okay. Who's responsible, ultimately, who's responsible for their own generation of their skills and their income? You are, right?
Well, it depends on.
Are you?
Not necessarily, no.
No. You made it on your own, right?
Circumstances.
No. You've had tough circumstances, right?
I have had
right? Really tough.
Yeah.
You overcame them?
Yeah.
Did you do it because you're white and you have red hair? No, right?
You did it because you're a strong individual and you persevere.
Black woman.
You're an
No, you
independent.
didn't. I'm screaming.
Is this like Rachel? Do you want to be Rachel Dolezal or?
Do you wish you were black?
No.
Okay.
But if you could change, would you?
Why would she
No.
want to be
This is
underprivileged?
going
Why would I want
places.
to be? Literally, you just said it.
No, it
Blacks
was a
are
joke.
underprivileged.
She's being hyperbolic. The reason
It's
I asked
true.
the reason I asked is, if I said you've had a rough time at it, you've overcome addiction and all this is glorious, right? But you would never imagine you overcame your drug addiction and got on your feet, and then you busted ass and you made it happen and you lived a good life. Imagine someone came along and said, "Well, that only happened because you're white, toots." What would you say to them?
I think I've had certain privileges because I'm white.
Do you think ultimately it's all given
No.
because you're white? Okay, so what
No,
percent would you attribute?
There's not. I see both sides.
What percent would you attribute to your your ability to overcome circumstances, terrible circumstances? What would you attribute to your pure skin color, just your skin color?
Pretty little.
Yeah, like how much? Give it a number. We won't hold you to it. Just give it a number.
15%.
15. That's pretty low, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why would you not use the same standard you're using for yourself for black people that you also think are in situations that might be even better off than what you've overcome, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not all black people are living in poverty.
This is what's so horrific about it is like you're actually infantilizing them and making them, that's the true racism, is that you think people are so helpless that you actually train people to look at people as helpless, and then you're surprised that they act helpless.
It's not at all what I'm doing.
So are they less than, is it harder for them to overcome tribulations?
If they grew up in certain communities, yeah, that's what they know. It's a vicious cycle. Not having a father, turning to drugs, get murdered.
I grew
But
up.
let's
on the
let's
mean
just think
streets
about
of
every
Santa
famous
Barbara,
person or
Montreal.
every very successful person. Most of them came from a really shitty situation. Like their dad was abusive, they grew up in the projects, but they didn't use where they came from as an excuse and why they couldn't work hard.
Sure.
I think if I'm living in a really crappy neighborhood and I'm driven out because a white man or just a rich man buys up a place, that would just motivate me to work hard so that I wouldn't be have to
I'm not
forced
talking
out.
about the whole black community. When did I say that?
Anyways.
We just said black people.
anyways.
No, I'm not talking about the whole
Brittany
community.
Rogers donated
Everybody's
27
different.
Canadian dollars
You
and
got
61
poor white people.
cents.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay,
like
all right.
I will vote for
Okay.
you every day. Marry me.